Can you walk us through the play? The fumble you created, recovered, scored on?
I just remember it being a critical part of the game and thinking that, honestly, keep it honest, somebody need to make a play. So I said, why not me? And got off the ball, and just happened so fast, I ended up in the end zone. So.
What's that moment like to do that in a place like that with a crowd and kind of take them out with, I think it was 7.5 minutes left?
To be honest, it just comes back to what I've been preaching: practice, do what you do in practice, and it's just what I was thinking. Just calming myself down, like, hey, just do what you do in practice and help your team win. And that's what I tried to do on that play.
It was obvious on that one how he was holding the ball, but technique-wise, are you always going for a hack and a grab, or is it based on ball placement?
I mean, you always want every sack to be a fumble. So I knew he didn't see me. I knew that even if I couldn't get the ball, I would secure the tackle. So I just sold out and tried to get the ball out of his hands. Came out, picked it up, applied drill work in the game, and ended up in the end zone. So it was pretty cool.
You came into the season with a lot of self-confidence. You displayed that at ACC kickoff, for example. What has it meant for you to kind of back that up, produce the way you have, and now get some of the accolades that you're getting with ACC Player of the Week and national awards? We're on the semifinalist list.
I mean, first and foremost, trying to help the team. They brought me here. Coach Norvell brought me here to help, and I knew what role I was going to step into, so that was my main concern, was busting my butt and helping the team and young guys and guys the same age help the program win. And that was my main goal. But in terms of confidence, I mean, thoughts are the most important thing. They're the most powerful thing in existence. Whatever you think is going to happen is going to affect how you attack everything daily. So, I mean, I just have self-confidence. I believe in how I work. Like I said, I always preach practice hard. You're going to fall back on your preparation. So, I mean, I think I prepare pretty hard. I know I can always work harder. So, I mean, as long as I just keep that up, I believe I can continue to help this team and ultimately myself.
Coach Ford talks about that strip sack. That's something you guys practice and drill every day. Do you think the younger guys around kind of recognize that, like, hey, like, we practice this, they're giving us the right sort of tools to get ready?
Yeah, I mean, the drills are there, the work is there to be done. Hard work works. You know, there's no way around it. You got to work hard. You got to bust your butt. You got to put in the hours. But at the end of the day, it's going to work. You do what your main coach is doing, and you do it with passion. It's going to show up on game day, not only for yourself but for the team, and hopefully it ends up in a win.
What do you see from NC State's offense, a group that can really score the ball?
They got a pretty solid team, pretty solid offense. Run the ball pretty good. They throw it pretty good as well. I know the quarterback only has 2 picks. But no, they got a pretty good team, but, you know, like I say every week, it doesn't change how we're going to prepare. We're still going to try to get better than we were last week and practice for what they do well so we can stop it.
You've done what you said you wanted to do to help this team win football games. Is there like a calculus in your head when you start thinking about the future? I mean, the guys opt out for the bowl games. Is your intention to play all 12 games for this team this season?
Yes, like I said, I'm here to sell out for this team and university. I'm not one of those guys. I'm going to try to give everything I got to the program, and I mean that just comes down to who I am as a man and a character. You know, I just believe in being loyal. So who's loyal to you? And, you know, this team has been nothing but loyal to me and the program and the coaches. So I mean, I'm here to stay, and I'm here to help this team win games.
What's the next step for this defense to learn how to close out those games in the fourth quarter and any of those stops?
You know, I mean, what I preach to myself is don't let the moment be too big for you, be bigger than the moment. So just in tight situations as a whole, just being able to, you know, stay poised and attack each situation like it's a rep in practice and just do it the right way. Don't let the moment be too big for you, and you know, don't start playing out of technique and starting to freelance. And that's when bad things happen. So just starting to stick to your technique and just finish the job.
Jermaine, on that final series where Clemson drove down the score, there was a couple of penalties there. What was it like in the huddle with your teammates and trying to maintain composure during that time?
I mean, I'm a strong believer in, maintaining your composure. So what, now what? I always preach that. Whatever happens, you got to be able to flush it and focus on what's at hand. There's plenty of time after the game to either celebrate or cry about what happened. But at the time at hand, you need to stay focused and, focus on the next play.
Did you feel like your teammates were trying to do that, trying to stay focused at that point?
Yes, sir. That's all we preach. That's all we've been preaching since at least I stepped foot here in January. And, that's what we're doing. We had a couple penalties, that weren't ideal, but just kept our head down and hoped for the best, and played every play with 100% effort.
I know you guys don't want to be like pat on the back for coming out here and continuing to prepare hard, but what does it say about you guys that you guys haven't been discouraged throughout the ups and downs of the season?
I mean, like I said, it goes in the same thing in a game. You can't pout about what's going on in a game, or else it's going to distract you from the play at hand. Just the same thing as the season. You can't pout about what went on during the season, or else you're not going to be ready and focused on the next game. So, I mean, when the season's over, we'll look back and see what happened and what we need to fix. But for now, we just got to attack every day the same and come out ready to practice and play hard.